Carole here, and welcome to my newsletter, Wit and Wisdom. Now, I've got a very interesting guest today, and I want to do a little preamble. I've been a coach for 20 years, and I've tried many tools and techniques to help my clients get to their goals. We're always looking for new strategies, creative solutions, new insights to move our clients from A to Z, or A to their pot of gold, or the A to their goal. And sometimes you hit a wall and you think, I've tried so many things here, there must be something else that could help a client. We hit a wall with a client can only get so far. And then I heard about something really rather amazing. Well, someone introduced me to the wonderful guy, Shahar, who I met at a networking event, and I think he might have the answer. Now, we all know about three-dimensional things in life, but this is kind of the fourth dimension. This is something called quantum coaching, and it's intriguing. I've been through it. I know it works. It's the next level of personal development and healing, I think. But enough from my perspective. Let's speak to Guy, who has a company called Heartful, and he's going to tell us a bit more about what it is and what he does and why it's slightly different to coaching, and how it can take you that little step beyond to the place you really want to get to, that pure coaching can't quite reach. So Guy, welcome. Lovely to have you here. So the beginner's guide, not easy, but I know you do keep things easy. Tell us a bit about what you're up to.
Well, it's like you said, I have the answer for certain things that you need, but you have the answer for certain things that I need, which is why we're coming together for this. So I sort of probably help clients with the same sorts of things that you help clients with, but I do it in a slightly different way. Whereas you use life coaching, I use energy healing. Now, energy healing is a way of, it's like, whereas when you work with a client, I imagine you're working with the client consciously, you're talking to them, you're giving them reasons and motivations to do what they need to do, which they can then cooperate with and bring about changes. What I work with is the unconscious blocks and the unconscious messages that we give ourselves and unconscious emotions that we've trapped and repressed over the years that are in the way, that make it difficult for us to make that jump to behaving in the way that we want to behave to achieve our goals. So very often what we find is when people are not making progress despite all efforts, the reason for that is that they've got trapped emotions or other energetic imbalances trapped in their system somewhere. So what I do is I work with that client's unconscious mind, and we do it all over Zoom. There's nothing sort of spooky about it. I don't need to be in the same room and hypnotizing them or anything. But I can ask their unconscious mind yes or no questions, and we use those questions to find out what the blockages are that are stopping them from moving forward in a certain area. And we really release those blockages. So whereas coaching can take someone to a certain level, the energy healing can remove the unconscious blocks that might make their efforts not successful. However, the other way around, energy healing can take people to a certain level. It can remove the unconscious blocks and the things that are stopping them achieving, but their efforts are still required, because when we release the unconscious blocks, we've still got the old habits that we've learned for the many years that we've had all of these blockages, and we need the coaching to help us use our conscious mind to make progress. And you bring the two of those together, and you've got a really powerful way forwards and a powerful way that we can achieve our goals.
I love this, because I know I hit a wall with certain clients, and no matter, and with myself, repeat old habits don't seem to go away. As much as I use inspiration, motivation, keep myself going, I find like I'm back in the old quicksand of the way I used to be doing things.
Yeah.
What's going on here? I mean, some kind of karmic glue or some kind of elastic band that pulls me back. Now, I've had probably 3 to 4 sessions with you, and we've done this on Zoom. And the great thing is, being quite a lazy person, I'm a busy, lazy person, is you don't have to do anything. I sat there, you released these things in my body, what you call the heart wall. Before we can do anything, there's a heart wall. What is that? Can you tell us more about that, Guy?
Yeah, so the heart wall is made. I was talking about our repressing emotions, and they become balls of energy in the body, which we call trapped emotions. The heart wall is a particular collection of trapped emotions. And what we do is we use the energy, because when these emotions get trapped, they're just basically balls of energy. And we bring those balls of energy to create something like a force field, a shield around our heart. And we do this at moments when life is really difficult, really painful, when we feel threatened. And it does work. It does protect us from having to experience the full force of what's going on for us. But the problem with the heart wall is when we've got through that situation, when we've made the changes to our lives and we want to move forward again, that heart wall doesn't come down by itself. So it's still there. And what it does, it blocks us from giving and receiving with our heart in the way that we're built to. And that, it blocks our communication, and it prevents us from achieving, and it can even prevent us from recovering from illness and things like that.
So there's so much in here, and I know that after 3 or 4 sessions with you, some other unexpected phenomena started to occur, which was some amazing, wonderful coincidences. Some new opportunities came my way. I felt free free to take on board different things. It was a kind of very soft erosion of blockages, which I hadn't even noticed, and amazing opportunities and possibilities made themselves known. It was wonderful. It's like a melting away of things. And I'm a very practical coach. I'm into my tools and techniques, but this was different. It was very, very, as you say, unconscious. It was just a wonderful pathway opened up. And this, I think, is the unexpected benefit of quantum coaching as well. What you don't know, what barriers you've put in there that other people are responding to as well. Their energy and your energy has changed.
Yeah, and that's quite a common experience. And it affects each person differently. So for me, when I released my heart wall at the beginning, I didn't feel anything at all, and I nearly gave up doing what I do because I thought, well, this isn't working. But fortunately, I persisted with it, and it was a few months later for me that I looked back and I thought, wow, nearly everything in my life has changed in this few month period. It just happened so naturally and so subtly that it wasn't, it's like if you're walking up a hill, you just look like you're taking baby steps, and you look back and you see how high you've climbed. And it was a very similar experience to that. With other people, it happens straight away. I'm extremely slow, but many people feel it, the next day. And other things. So with one woman, for example, I was working with her on her back pain. She was immobile. And so it took a couple of sessions to get her moving around again. And when she did, she found that her eyesight dramatically improved as well. And we hadn't been working on it. It's just that the blockages that were causing her to be immobile were also causing her eyes not to function properly.
How interesting, how miraculous. What I was also intrigued with is that you can heal generational problems, issues, blockages, and things that have gone back in our past through grandparents, great-grandparents. Tell us a bit more about how that works, that dimension of it.
Yeah, well, a lot of these imbalances that we talk about, I mentioned they were trapped emotions, things that we've repressed, but they're not only from us. We can, because these are balls of energy, that's all they are. They can be passed through in the DNA when we're born. So if our parents have a bunch of trapped emotions, some of those, not a huge amount, but some of those will be passed through to us. So we'll have some from our mother, some from our father, and each of them will have some from their parents as well. So a proportion of the energetic blockages that we have will go back several generations. And when we release them from you, we release them from anybody who's a descendant of the person who originally had the experience.
Yeah, that's absolutely incredible. It's an incredible thought. And again, going back to the fact that you do all of this, the client's not actually active in this, or they may be on another level, but you are removing these things. And how do you do that? How are you doing that while I'm sitting here listening to you? What's going on?
Okay, but two things to say. First, the client is involved, and it not involved in the way that most people would think, oh, I'm involved, like they have to do something or remember something. But the way they're involved in this work is they bring their intention. And so when we're doing the work, I always ask my client to envision what their life will be like when it's perfect, you know, and to bring that experience into the current moment during that time that we're working, you know, almost as if they already have it. And that, I find that really turbocharges the work and really makes it more powerful. How do I do the work? Well, this is where it gets a little unconventional. I mean, it's conventional for the people who do this work, but it's new to a lot of other people. I make an energetic connection through the power of intention only, it's enough, with the other person's subconscious mind. And having made that connection, I will then use muscle testing on myself. So in my case, I use my fingers. I put them like this and I test like this. If the answer is yes, the fingers hold. If the answer is no, the fingers come apart. To get the yes or no, and I sort of use mind maps and things to find where the blockages are for the thing that they want to be improved. So in quantum coaching, for example, we'll be working on people's goals. You and I will be working on the same goals for a particular client. And so whereas you'll be doing the coaching that you do, I'll be asking the client's unconscious mind, what are the impediments? What are the energetic blocks in their system? Where are they that are stopping them from moving forward and achieving this goal? And having done that, I use a technique to release those.
That's amazing. And I found after the sessions that we had, the people that I had really wanted to reconnect with, reconnected with me without me reaching out. There was like, maybe some force field had come down and they felt it was okay to contact me again. It's very, very amazing.
Yeah, well, I think the power of your intention is magnified when the blockages around the heart are removed, because that's where the intention really is.
And who wouldn't want to remove those blockages around the heart? Who wants to walk around with this force field, which is a form of protection, but it's actually keeping you stuck, and it's not protective. It's like you know, you're wrapped up in kind of polythene, and you're not able to live properly. So how we're going to offer this as a service is either you go to Guy first and have your quantum coaching sessions, and then it reveals that you need some practical steps, or you come to me first. And I think I'm detecting here, if you've tried lots and lots of things and it's not working, we need Guy coming in. We need to have you go and remove the heart wall and whatever the blockages are, ancestral, present, many decades ago, to free you up to make the changes that you really want, to live the life that you really want, to be free and finally free of all the things that are holding you back, so you can live a light-filled life and move forward without these encumbrances that we don't even know we're carrying around with us. Yes. Is there anything you want to add to that, Guy?
Just on the practical level, we'll be offering it on a monthly subscription basis, which I think we said would include 2 sessions with you, 2 sessions of what I do, which is called the body code, and 2 sessions of something else, which we haven't talked about. And that is frequency therapy using this quantum biofeedback device. This is called a Healy, and it has a coaching module with it. Now, I won't go into too much detail about this, but with this, having established you in this, having programmed your information into the tool, this machine can scan you on an energetic level. And what we will do is we'll put your stated goal in as our focus. So let's say you want to earn £100,000 a year, for example. We put that in as a stated goal, and the coaching module will pick up any blockages on a frequency level that are stopping you from moving forward and achieving that goal. So we're coming at it from multiple angles to ensure the best results.
Amazing. And you did run that with me, and it was great to see the sort of the waves, the bio waves, whatever they're called. And you left it running even when we finished the session, and I did feel the benefits of that. It was a wonderful feeling. And also this is kind of taking it into the science realm as well. Although it is a different dimension and it is the subconscious, there's a science element to this too, which I find strangely reassuring as a backup.
And I won't try and explain it to you because it's so drenched in quantum physics that I'll wrap myself in knots. But there's a page on the Heartful Healing website where, you know, there's a series of presentations from the inventor of the Healy, and he's fascinating the way he talks, actually, and he talks you through the science of how it works, which is really, really interesting.
That's fantastic, Guy. Thank you. And I really do think this is the next stage of personal development and healing. I really do. It's kind of all the bits that have been missing are here now. So we would like people to step forward to have a 30-minute chat with me. You're offering the same, are you, Guy? Yeah. A free trial chat, discovery call, and see how we can help you with this backup, this wonderful subconscious fourth dimension coaching wraparound service, and to get you to your goals, get you to your dreams, to live free and without these burdens from the past or the present or ancestors. Absolutely fantastic, Guy. Anything else you want to add?
No, that's great, Carole. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everybody. All the details are in the newsletter here. Click through. You've nothing to lose except all of those things that are holding you back, and we're here to help. So let's take a step forward. Quantum coaching really is the next step in personal development. Thank you very much indeed.